Hello class, this is a video tutorial on calculating midpoints between two coordinates. In this video in particular, we're going to be looking at calculating the original coordinates of a point given midpoint and another point. So we'll go straight into the examples of this. Here we have a midpoint, M, and we have another point. And what we're tasked to do is to find the coordinates of this point here from the midpoint and the given coordinates. So in case you forgot the formula for the midpoint, it is as follows. The midpoint between 2 points is x2 plus x1 divided by 2. And y2 plus y1 divided by 2. The interesting thing about this now is that we have the x1 and x2, and we have y1 and y2, and we have the solution here. So what we actually do is we take this point here, this expression of x2, which is still x. See there? x2, our x2 is still x. We're going to add x1, which is 2 here. We're going to divide this by 2. And this value we know will become 8. And just by a process of algebra, we can calculate the value of x. Multiplying both sides by 2, we get x plus 2 equals 16. Subtracting 2 from both sides, we get x is equal to 14. We can go about the same process using the y values. So our y2 is actually just still y, plus our y1 is now 3. We're going to divide this value by 2, and we know that this expression will give us the midpoint of 7. Multiplying both sides by 2, we get y plus 3 equals 14. Subtracting 3 from both sides, we get y equals 11. So we have found the points, the values of x and y. And just to top it all off, we can find the point of b, which we didn't know initially. We know it now to be 14, 11. Let's take a look at another example here. Once again, we're given a midpoint, and we know that this midpoint is between these two values here. So here's our x1, y1, here's our x2 and y2. Going again from our midpoint formula, we know that x plus 9 divided by 2 will give us the value of 5. Similarly, that y, this point here, plus 10 will give us the value, divided by 2 will also give us the value of 5. Solving for x, we get x plus 9 equals 10, and x is equal to 1. Same thing we do for this point. Multiplying both sides by 2, we get y plus 10 equals 10. Subtracting 10 from both sides, we get y is equal to 0. So now we know that the coordinates of t is actually 1, 0. That there's how we find the original points, or original coordinates, given a midpoint and another point. Okay, I hope that's helped, and best of luck.